Hi, my name is Riley and I'm a junior here at KSU. I am going to be talking about reading today, specifically just how I like to read, what I like to read, and so on. First, I'd like to start out by saying I've been reading books since I was around 12. My parents always really thought that books were very important, especially kind of to make an escape for yourself or to learn. I started out reading just nonfiction books, so I think the first couple of books that I read were about different people from the past, such as like Abraham Lincoln, Hillary Clinton, stuff like that. It's honestly, they were really interesting to me, and I always liked biographies, especially about women from history, just because we used to learn a lot about the significant men in history, especially in elementary or middle school. So after I started reading nonfiction, I decided that I wanted to kind of branch out. I started branching out to fantasy books. As you can see behind me, there are a lot of fantasy books that I read now, and I've probably read all of them at least twice. I've always kind of been an on and off reader, so that means I'll go from reading like series after series for a couple months to a year, and then I'll take a break because I get tired of it and I just want to watch TV or do nothing. When I do that, I usually just I end up losing interest, or I can't find a good book that really gets me invested. This book behind me, I was not really interested in it. I didn't finish it because I thought it was boring, but I eventually got back to it and decided that I would finish it just because I had already invested a lot of time in it. But again, for an escape, I think it's great, especially to build your vocabulary. When I think of reading, I usually think of something as a pastime. It's not a chore for me, which a lot of people kind of can feel like a chore, especially when you're trying to read something that's nonfiction, that's not very imaginative. But aside from the imagination part, you can really build your vocabulary. Of course, reading something on a page and actually saying it out loud is very different, so I do mispronounce a lot of words that I do learn, which is okay because I will end up getting back to it and at least learning a little something of how to pronounce it, how to pronounce names, places, stuff like that. But what I really like from books is I like it when they world build, and what I mean by that is kind of laying the groundwork for a different society, a different race of people, stuff with magic, stuff with fantasies, stuff such as like swords and spells, stuff like that. Just it's a lot of fun, especially when you can grow your imagination and sort of it ends up you get really cool dreams. I do dream a lot and it's very interesting. It's sort of like a movie for me. But right now I've been reading a lot of Sarah J Maas. It's on the bottom tier right here, all of her books, but again, she's a world builder, which makes it easy to connect certain aspects of different series with, for instance, right now I'm reading this book. It's kind of big, but a lot of her books end up overlapping with each other. It's very fun. So yeah, I really love reading. I think that anybody can start to read, especially if you can find a book that really calls to you. But again, thank you for your time and have a good day.